Harris's ability to beat Donald Trump if she were at the top of the ticket?
Look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president.
Okay, let me tell you something right here, right now, right home. Okay? If Donald J. Trump had said, back when I was president on September 11th in 2001, the left would have Amendment 25th him that minute, okay? But the fact that Joe Biden can say, when I was vice president during COVID, when I got Donald Trump as my vice president, the fact that he's made this many blunders is a big deal. It's a bigger deal than what I think people are wanting to believe. And I said something today to somebody. I said, if you are surprised in the least bit at all about Joe Biden's performance at the debate, you haven't been paying attention for the past 6 years. Honestly, you haven't. You have not. At all. You have not been paying attention. You have not been watching the telly. You've been watching the CNNs, the NBCs, the MSNBCs, all them people. You haven't been watching Fox. You have not been watching Newsmax. You have not been watching real people, real programming that is not catered to the left at all. You are willfully ignorant to the fact that this man is not okay. He's not okay. All right. The man forgot someone shook his hand 1.5 seconds after the man shook his hand. If you're wondering what I'm speaking about, I encourage you to get on the YouTubes here and look up Derek Von Schick. And look, he is not political. He is not right. He's not left. He is a body, analysis person. He body language. He reads the body language. And he pointed out, and I'm going to actually ring it up now because I've been wanting to rewatch this, since the debate. Derek Von Schick, Joe Biden. Oh, it's the first thing that comes up. Body language of a liar. This was 4 years ago. Like I said, Derek is not political. You're fine. He just did this, oh God, about, was Joe Biden body language lying? But he did what does dementia look like, breaking down Joe Biden's scary body language and behavior. And in this video, he also, showed where Ronald Reagan, one of his last appearances, had this, stiff movement, confusion, not knowing where Nancy was, that kind of nonsense. And that was the, early stages of his dementia. Joe Biden's beyond past that. But Derek Von Schick, what does dementia look like? It's a very interesting... I gotta catch up on Derek. Because he's got, like I said, Derek is not political. I've been a fan of him for quite a few years now. I think ever since, who was that? Watts? Chris Watts. I've been following him for quite a few years. And 9 days ago, he did the exact moment Trump knew Biden lost the debate, why Biden's voice was weak and raspy during the debate. This is scary. He does do, Trump stuff too. Is Trump lying here? And whatever. But he's more of a body language analysis guy. And he's got a master's in forensic psychology. he has vast knowledge of psychology. And he's got videos on Ruby Frank, how the cops failed at Good Cop, Bad Cop here, the psychology of Nickelodeon and everything that destroyed the children there. But he's got quite a few videos on the presidential debate on the shorts. But his analysis of Joe Biden's dementia is just crazy. Why was he friends with John Wayne Gacy? I mean, he's not just, I guess he's not political. Why is it difficult for jurors to convict celebrities like OJ? But if you look at Joe Biden and compare him to the early stages of Ronald Reagan's dementia, it's night and day. He was confused a little bit, and he was like scared because he couldn't find Nance and all that stuff. But whew, Joe Biden is one who flew over the freaking cuckoo's nest here, you guys. The difference between a conspiracy theorist and someone that's right is just about 6 months. We were conspiracy theorists when we said that Joe Biden's not all there. I think that even the fact that freaking Hollywood is turning their backs on Josephine Robinette Biden is a big deal. Because it was a month ago, I call him Josephine because whatever, but it was a month ago that George Clooney did this fundraiser for Joe Biden. Now he's calling for him to step down. Okay. That means that a month ago, Joe Biden was no better. But he hid in the basement for the entirety of, going into the 2020. Hid in the basement. And, didn't really do anything. Joe Biden could not do what Donald Trump does. And like I said, I don't watch CNN. I like my brain cells better than that. I think the fact that someone said they watched Trump do like an hour-long press conference, and it was not strictly about what he was there for that day. It was, ping, ping, ping to different, topics and whatever. You cannot do that to Joe Biden. You cannot, because some of them Fox people like Peter Ducey, they like to ask him questions that are not written down on his note cards, because then he gets all flustered. I love it. But like you can be at a Trump like press conference talking about why the color blue is so wonderful, but then you can ask him 1,000 different questions about 1,000 different topics. He's not gonna get flustered. He's not gonna. He doesn't have pause on a teleprompter. If this is the way Joe Biden is acting and he performed in that debate is a surprise to you, you've not paid attention. I think just for the fact alone that the right, was villainized, demonized for Joe's not okay. Joe Biden is not okay. He's not mentally fit. You're just saying that because you want the orange man in office. No, we're saying that because we have eyes. Like, do y'all not see this man? Y'all not see him? You did so good, Joe. You answered all the questions. Good boy. Hey, you good boy. I mean, it's kind of pathetic if you look at it like that. You did so good, Joe. Could you? If Melania had to go up to Donald Trump and say, "Oh, you did so good. You answered all the questions." For one, Donald Trump would not have had early access to questions like Joe Biden did, because he did. Hillary Clinton had early access to all of the questions. We're not stupid. We're free thinkers. We know how it looks because we have our eyes open to the truth. We're a joke in this country. Was it Italy who, on like their version of SNL, they showed Joe Biden speaking? Well, it's Joe Biden, but they showed a version of Joe Biden speaking, and the man fumbled everything he said. We're a joke. We were at one point in this country the greatest country in the world, the strongest country in the world, the best military, the best leaders. And now we're a shit show. We're a joke. Rawr. You know? It's like, and the Democrats are actually waking up, because it's the black Democrats that are like, dude, this guy doesn't give a shit about us. I'm watching the Cartier Family, and they sitting there talking about, well, I just got the first 17 seconds in. But,
Qualified to be president.
I've watched them for a while now.
The fact is that...
And if you don't vote for me, you're not black.
Is that I think I'm the most...
I'm sorry, bro. It's the fact that he kept going, bro.
So, like I always said, this man
I love the
talk
Cartier Family.
in our behalf to other countries and supposed to defend us right now. This look weak.
So I think she's not qualified to be president.
We are so vulnerable right now.
The fact is that...
Like, it's crazy how vulnerable we are as a country.
Is that I think I'm the most qualified person.
And the man made a joke about
I beat
how...
him once, and I will beat him again.
No, you didn't beat him. You cheated.
Secondly,
He crossed like 15 time zones. You had 12 days to recover, Cupcake.
Senators and congressmen running for office worry about the ticket is not unusual.
I mean,
And I might add, there are at least
It's-
5
it's
presidents
sad.
running or incumbent presidents who had
Act like he don't believe it. He's just saying.
he don't believe what he's saying.
Does he have a permanent code? He might actually have a permanent code, bro.
And he got one of them vaccine shots.
and I might add,
Unvaccinated, you
there are
guys.
at least 5 presidents running or incumbent presidents who had lower numbers than I have now, later in the campaign. So there's a long way to go, this campaign. And so I'm just going to keep moving. Keep moving. And because, look, I got
Can't
more
stop,
work-
won't
I got
stop
more work to finish.
grooving.
There's so much, we've made so much
Where's the
progress.
What progress, Joe?
Think about what we are economically relative to the rest of the world. Name me a world leader who wouldn't want to trade places with our economy. We've created...
Venezuela?
Destroying. It got worse today, though.
Why they
I
got no
mean-
impeachment papers like
Ukraine will prevail in this war, and we'll stand with them every single step of the way. That's what the compact says, loudly and clearly. And now I want to hand it over to the president of Ukraine, who has as much courage as he has determination. Ladies and gentlemen, President Putin.
Zelensky is,
you know what?
he looked very uncomfortable in that one. Like,
Food, man. Hey, so
Now that's the worst one, bro.
now, Zelensky is a man that doesn't have to worry about where his money's gonna come from. It's right there.
And then you don't get their name right. Bro, no, the fact that you're funding Ukraine against Putin and said, ladies and gentlemen, President Putin.
Yeah, he got the.
Like, that means you might not know what's going on at all.
Why is Hunter Biden in the meetings?
That's
For the big man.
that one. So in the Democrats' logic here, because everybody told them.
Democrats and logic don't go together.
The front man really doesn't matter, man. It's about the administration.
Nah, bro. He signs the paper. He's the last.
Someone pointed out that in his term, Donald Trump went through this. Yes. Donald Trump fired people from their positions in the White House and in the cabinet. That's a good thing. Do you not understand how that works? If I hire Prissy to be the cat of the White House, and she's a dog, but I hired her because she's my dog, but she's not a cat. Like, Trump didn't get along with Mad Dog. Stop, babe. And they came to terms and just went their separate ways, right? Would you rather have a mechanic that doesn't know what they're doing working on your car than to go to a different mechanic because, oh, well, we're friends? How many people has Joe Biden let go in his 4 years? I appreciated that Donald Trump got rid of people in his cabinet that didn't do the job the way he wanted it done. If you have a problem with that, there is oceanfront, hotels in St. Louis, Missouri. I would like to sell you right now. Because if you're going to, take the person that doesn't know what they're doing, that can't do the job properly, and he admitted that he hired KJP because she's black and gay. We're not here for diversity, inclusivity, and something. I don't give a shit what DEI means. So, but we're not going to hire you because you're black, because you're gay, and because you're this. Because you mark off the boxes that make you look like you're inclusive just means you're an idiot. Like, yeah, Donald Trump let go of people in his cabinet because they were not satisfactory to the level and the standards that he held them to. Or he didn't like how they were doing the job. Would you let the guy that's cheating you out of money saying, okay, well, all it would take to fix your car is to change this little thing right here. But first, before we do that, we're going to get you a new motor. We're going to get you the new thing. We're going to do this, and we're going to do that, then we're going to do that. And they're going to go all around and cost you more money instead of doing the one thing that would take to fix the job. But they're going to screw you over. If that's your way of doing it, then by all means. But don't use taxpayer money. I appreciate that Trump had the fortitude to say, you know what, you're not working out, you're gone. This man holds football. He holds the nuclear football. That's sad. If someone attacks us after 8 p.m., what are we going to do? That's a serious question, though.